That's usually a part where I come on in, but I was doing some research behind the scenes. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 305. I can confirm that. Of the Blathering Live. Live talk show based on you, the community, calling in, hanging out with me, producer Steve, and others. We have our cast of regulars. We have new voices. We have voicemails. Not tonight, but we do now. That was a hoot last week. And we got a big show here on a Monday evening, 5 o'clock here in the West Coast, the best coast. And, well, that's it. That's what's coming up tonight. Actually, there's a lot more. Do you need some advice? It's Monday. It's Advice Monday. Call into the show. Send us a message. Say, I got something I need a little advice on. Where's Brady is one of the things going on today. I want to know where Brady is. Is he going to call in? Because the New York Knickerbockers won the NBA championship. I watched that game. I did make that party on Saturday. Thanks all for letting me out early. We also are going to see if we can land an airplane. Kind of, sort of. We'll see. A lot more. Don't forget on some news and notes here. We have the Enshittification episode coming June 25th, I do believe. So get ready for that. Yeah, things in life just a little shittier than it used to be. Tools, programs, Google Chrome. And that's going to be a chance to call in and rant about it. It's going to be a fun show there. Also, we are going to be back Thursday. So if you have confessions, go sin this week. I want to highlight that. And don't forget, if you're going to be at San Diego Comic-Con, I am on a big comedy show headlined by Jen Sturger, the wonderful Jen Sturger, and the occasionally wonderful Mark Ellis. At least Mark Ellis isn't appearing at UFC events for Freedom 250. Talk about that. Pop culture comedy night headlined by Jen and Mark, and I'll be there as well. Thursday, July 23rd, 7 p.m. at the Yellow Door in the Gas Lamp, San Diego Comic-Con. My first time back at Comic-Con in a couple years, and will be my first time back into the actual Comic-Con itself since I think I was trying to figure it out on Force Center Day 2019. Might be the last time I crossed the train tracks and went over there. Times they did change, but I've been down there because it's a great party. And I love to party at cons. All right, let's bring in Producer Steve. Producer Steve's here. Brady hasn't shown up yet. Do you think we scared Brady away?
Or he's still drunkenly stumbling around Los Angeles, pretending that he's a New Yorker, and drinking it all in. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We made it through the weekend, Ken. And, the sun came up on a world in which the New York Knicks won the NBA Finals, and much to my chagrin, we're all still here.
Yeah. I'll talk about that in a second here. Dylan Barry back watching the show live. Good to have you here, Dylan. Yeah, I did make on Saturday's show, really fun show Saturday. Thank you to all who contributed and hung out, and had to wrap it kind of early to get to this event. It was my friend Owen and his family, and watching the NBA Finals, and they're all from New York. And then, when the win happened, they were calling back east, and people were calling them, and it was fun. And I wasn't rooting for the Knicks, but it's one of those moments, Steve, where you're like, this is good for people. I'm going to let it go. But you might still be right that democracy in the world might be collapsing because of this.
We'll talk about it later, but they tore a poor man's taxi apart. They set someone on fire, Ken. They beheaded Elmo.
Yeah.
There's things. I have qualms with the people of New York.
Do you got that photo? I want that photo later. Yeah, there it is. They killed Elmo.
He taught us. He taught my kids how to read, folks. Don't get mad at him over his basketball takes.
Not no more, Billy. Not no more. There you go. This show, as always, is brought to you by The Arbiters, a motion picture in progress, 2D animated film being made by Phil Svitek and his crew. Check out links down below to get more information on the project there. Thanks to The Arbiters for keeping this show going. So we're not going to do this now. We're going to do advice here. I think Addie's returning back here with some advice. Jared's here. I don't know if he needs advice. Let's be honest. Jared always needs some advice, but we'll talk about that. Also, UFC Knickerbockers coming up. But are we going to try to land a plane, Steve? What is this now?
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to jump into this. I'm excited. Okay. So there has been I don't know if viral is the right word, but there has been a
Okay.
debate on the interwebs, Ken, and this has been talked about a lot this weekend. I've seen other streamers do this as a challenge, as a joke, kind of like back when that fast food challenge during COVID was a thing.
Oh,
Anyways, there was a TikTok video of this girl saying, like, what is with all these delusional ass men who think, you know, they're on an airplane and they're like, if the pilot were to just become incapacitated or like Thanos snapped out of existence, that they could get in the cockpit,
The
land
rapture.
the plane, and save everybody.
The rapture
Yeah,
happened.
the rapture. Yeah, exactly. The rapture happened. Pilot's gone. And I would like to take offense to this young lady, because I do believe that if that happened, that I could land the plane and save all 180 souls on board of the plane, because I've been playing flight simulator games since I was a wee boy. And I know up and down, left and right. I know what flaps and yaw and all that shit does. And here's the other thing, Ken, the big planes, they fly themselves nowadays. If I've got a guy on the horn, a nerd in an ATC tower saying, flip this, press that, hit this button. Okay. XYZ, RB, R1, R2. I'm good, man. Like, that's what are we doing? This is so easy.
Go
ahead. Sorry.
First of all, I think you have a better chance than me. Laserbolt might as well have wings pinned on his shirt, because he has his show Friday Night Flights. If you know the things, I think you have a better chance. We're nosediving within 2 seconds.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
So I've done, like, you know, some flying games and stuff like that, but only like in the little itty bitty planes. I've never done anything in the big, you know, the big boys, you know, the big capital ships. So I don't know anything about those. So I couldn't fly like an Airbus. So here's what we're gonna do, Ken, and I encourage everyone to join us in this. As soon date to be announced, we will be doing a stream with Laserbolt. Indeed, I'm funny you mention him. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this scenario. I'm gonna fly a plane. We're going to imagine that the entire Blathering audience is in the back. I'm going to be talking to you throughout the plane. I'll be able to you know, we're going to role play that you guys are in the back of the plane, and I am going to attempt to save you all. Laserbolt is going to be our ATC. He can't watch the stream. Laserbolt he can only talk to us via Discord. So we'll use Discord for our in-flight communication. Laserbolt will be in the game, so he'll be on the ground at whatever airport we are trying to go to.
Right.
But we will set up a scenario where we're flying to LA, maybe at Ken, to go to BlatherCon. And in the game, you can have things, you can program things to go wrong in the plane at randoms, you know, and then Laserbolt has to walk me through these things. And so we'll see if we make it to BlatherCon, or if we all die in a fiery death.
I love this. My bet's on death. There's going to be a lot of beeping. Beep, beep, beep. What's that?
A lot of beeps.
What's that flashing? It's going to be good. I think occasionally what should happen is, while you're trying to concentrate, some other members of the Blathering community should like burst through the door to either try to tell you what to do, or to be like, we're all going to die. And like, I think some tension should be added. Something got to spike your adrenaline. I think this would be good.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah, we're talking about introducing a drinking game into this somehow. If we can figure it out, that would be great, to just have someone else controlling like the StreamYard as calls are coming in, so you could just like add someone, like bubble, like someone just appeared in the cockpit, like something like we can workshop this, but there's an idea forming here, folks. This is going to be fun.
I'll watch you do it. I might try to. I couldn't. There's no way I can give it a try. Here's the thing. I think secretly deep. You know how you tell me secretly I love puns. Secretly, I love it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Deep down, I'm not afraid of flying. I like being on airplanes to travel, but I'm afraid of the act of flying. But I think deep down, I'm so afraid of it because I want to do it, but I don't have confidence. And so I'll watch Laserbolt's Friday Night Flights, the flight similar stuff. But you can go down the YouTube rabbit hole of pilots who just set up GoPros and film them flying and landing 747s and shit. And I watch that all the time, and I get like sweaty palms, but I'm like, oh, well, could I do it? Could I do it? And then, as you all know, I'm watching For All Mankind now, and I fucking love this show. And when they start launching stuff into space and they're like flying to space, I get the same feeling of like, I couldn't do that, but I want to. And I think we'd crash. I would not get us to BlatherCon, but I'm fascinated with it.
We're going to try, Ken. So we're going to set this up in concert with Laserbolt and his flight sim crew, and we're going to see we're gonna see if we can make this work. We're gonna have it happen midair. You know, like I said, random things can go wrong on the plane, and we can have to try to fix it. Hopefully, Laser will know how to fix them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
That'd
yeah,
be great.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Jared, Jared's serious dropping an airplane reference. And I know spoilers have never. I know the show is already started in 2019 for All Mankind, and I'm trying to get caught up to season 5 and everything. I just finished season 2 and was not 3 hours ago on my couch crying because of the ending of season 2. And also because it's an old show, I didn't have anywhere to turn, Steve. You know, like this wasn't like I couldn't like. Did you watch that show last night? I was like, I have no one to talk to, and my dog's not even here today, so it's like I don't know. But you know, Taffeta, who got me watching the show, yeah, we chatted, and so that helped me, and that helped me was kind. And then I reached out to Alex and Molly, who actually cosplayed as the big finale of season 2 thing a couple years ago, and we chatted. But you know that feeling where you're like, yeah, I just watched E.T. I would cry. Does anyone else experience this? You have to like find old people that watched it in 82.
But don't you have like a season 3 episode 1 to go with to help? Isn't there more to the story? Like it's not over, Ken. You can go watch more.
But I couldn't today. I had to get work done for Pat, so I couldn't go forward. But yeah, I know what you mean. We're like, I did that because I watched 2 seasons in like probably about a week and a half. Well, you all know, jokes aside, I really don't have time to watch things. I get bored easily. I don't watch things. And I've just been hooked in. And Taffeta knew what she was doing because she just was like, hey, I like the show. I'm going to rewatch it. I'm going to put on the pilot. And for those that don't know, I'll spoil a little bit the first scene. Sorry, turn away if you don't want to. It's the moon landing, 69, and you're watching it. And I'm just like, oh, I love history. Oh, I'm one of those white dudes. I love history. And then there you go. They landed. The Russians have reached the moon first. And I was like, I'm fucking hooked. Oh my God. The Russians got there first. And so I'm still trying to come down. I'm still trying to process it, Steve. And I can't.
Yeah, I get it. I hear that. I mean, the last time a TV show made me emotional was the series. I cried at the series finale of Rebels. So it just goes to show you how up to date I am on TV.
I'm just glad you still have feelings, Steve. Sometimes I worry about you.
No, yeah, it's hard. It takes a lot. But
it takes a lot.
I saw that mural, Ken, and I just broke down like a baby.
Yeah. I watched that episode 2 seats over from Dave Filoni the first time, and I did not cry because I kept going like looking at him like oh man. Okay. Yeah, let's just dive in. Brady hasn't shown up yet, huh? Brady isn't here.
I mean, I don't know why he won.
Do you think he's scared?
Dumb. He's a Lakers fan.
Do you think I was yelling? Do you think I was really yelling at him Saturday? But
I think he doesn't want to feel too much like a poser, like in those NBA circles, because Brady has been out there as a Knicks or not as a Laker fan. You know what I mean? So I don't think he wants his Laker street cred taken away from him.
He's just a fan of the sport. All right, so we'll switch over to Blathering Sports Desk. Let's actually get the graphic up, just because it's fun. Just it's fun that we have the graphic. Sports Desk is up. All right, what do you want to talk about first, Steve? UFC for the good of the nation, or Knickerbockers winning for the good of the nation? Where do you want to go first?
I want to say it was an amazing sports weekend, but neither of those things are even the most important thing that happened this sports weekend. And we'll get to both of those things. And I'm not even talking about the Stanley Cup. The most important thing that happened in the sports weekend this weekend, folks, was the GOAT. The GOAT is back. He has returned. He has remembered who he is. Lewis Hamilton won his first Formula One race with Ferrari. Ken, the red car is fast again. I have hope. I have reasons to wake up on the weekends.
Okay.
So that was very, very exciting. Lewis Hamilton won in Spain. The greatest Formula One driver of all time is back in the winner's circle for a team in which he has not been racing for very long, and it's the historic Ferrari.
Okay. Now, if F1, Formula One, they sometimes turn left and right, correct?
They turn left and right. They never actually do ovals. They're always turning left and right.
The ovals. I have the Jim Rome take on that. You're just turning left for 500 laps. What are we doing here? But I think I could get into F1. I think I could.
So good. Oh, it's so good.
You know what? Because of video games. Gran Turismo. I was all in on that game for a while.
Yeah. The games are good. The eye candy is good. It's a rich sport. It's luxurious. It's all that kind of stuff.
The rich
The drivers are really hot, Ken.
Oh, the drivers.
The drivers are really hot.
Okay.
Yeah. They're all. It's 20 really, really good. It's 20 Polo models driving 250-mile-an-hour cars.
Isn't that just the way of it? You know, it's not that you already. It's not enough that you have great skills to drive fast and make money doing it. You have to look like that too. Like they can't give a little more to the rest of us here.
Half of them could literally and are models.
I don't know about that. I just don't.
You see them and their necks are like out here. Like, you know, I saw someone say it's not a sport. Dog, go look at an F1 driver's neck and look at their forearms. Like they might be 5'6", but good God, those guys are sport. Absolutely svelte.
It's sport. Anything in which you're competing and there's a winner, I think it's sport. I think, right? Badminton.
I think there's weird lines with judging. If we're going to talk about that, I don't like the idea of judging. I like sports where it's like I scored a point because I did a thing. I don't necessarily like the objective, like diving. And I get it, it's a sport, but I think of more as like an art. You know what I mean? But that's just me. I just think once you add that human element of it, it gets weird.
I gotta say, I kind of agree with you to a point. I know what you're talking about, which is, to be clear, like say gymnastics, ice skating. Those are athletes. Right. That's a sport. It's absolutely a competition. We're not taking anything away, but because it is at the end of the day somewhat subjective to some judge sitting there, I know what you mean, where like it's always frustrating to me. I don't know, a little bit. I get it.
Now I might be an idiot. Maybe they do it. Maybe it's structured so that if she hits triple axel, she gets 8.5 points, and then it all gets added up at the end or whatever.
So.
I don't know, but my understanding of it is that they're like, oh, that looked good, give her an 8. And I'm just like, that's
By the way, you said, Steve, I might be an idiot. The whole basis of this show is that you and I are idiots. That's literally what this show's about.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, Addy S is referee, a judge. Yeah, it's just it'd be like.
Again, but that's the thing. Referees are doing things based on a black and white. Did a thing happen or not? You know what I mean? Not how good was the thing, right? Like, you know, holding either happens or it didn't. A face mask either happened or it didn't.
It'd be like LeBron James of Brady's Los Angeles Lakers, formerly of Minnesota, if he drove to the basket, lay up 2 points, and the ref was like 1.5.
Right. But 2.5 for style. You threw it down, so now you get 2.5, but it's not quite 3. You know what I mean? That's just, I'm not saying it's not a sport. I'm just saying it's weird how we score it that way. You know what I mean? When everything else is like, you do the thing, you get the point. It's very straightforward.
All right. Some are saying there's a point-based system. Okay. There's a base score. Yeah. Look, my only experience with ice skating and gymnastics is playing the summer games and winter games on my Commodore 64. So that's my only frame of reference there.
How the hell did that work?
Brady is here. Maybe Brady will call in later so he can talk about the Knicks. We got a super chat from Malcolm. We'll get to that in a second. Thank you, sir. All right, you want to talk? Let's go a little to. Let's end with the Knickerbockers because you're going to probably get angry.
Okay.
The UFC event, Freedom 250. I want to be. There's no point in which I, on the inside, am just looking at this as just mocking the UFC or mixed martial arts at all. Like we have Matty and Chad. He's trained in that style of fighting and competing. And I used to. I will disclose. Not only was I involved with pro wrestling and a fan. There are two different things, of course, but often the Venn diagram of fans is small. Or a big giant circle, I should say. But I used to watch UFC all the time. I used to go to my friend's house all the time. I could get into it. I liked it. I used to watch Gina Carano matches and was very excited for her to be in Star Wars and flew back with her on a plane and almost chatted with her. Don't support her now. But like I was there. So I'm not one of those, because I've been seeing Steve. This is what I'm saying. I've been seeing a lot of folks this week, mostly on the Blue Sky app, doing kind of the, all these idiots, blah, 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 like it's just the sport itself. Does this make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. I think that was a bit ballooned by the crowd that was associated with this, and the ones that actually showed up versus the pomp and circumstance that maybe would have been there if they did this exact same event, but Trump wasn't president and Dana White still decided to do a fight on the White House lawn, and for whatever reason, literally any other president said yes.
Yeah.
Everyone from A to Z probably would have been there.
Yes.
Just because of, as part of the 250 and all that kind of stuff, but because it's Trump.
Correct.
The people who are already associated with him are the ones who are like safe to do it. So the Shane Gillises and all those are like the closest to neutral people who are allowed to do this.
Yes. You're in the lane I'm getting at, where I want, it's not the sport itself. The UFC as an organization, as Matty says, they trash. Dana White is trash. Like I agree with that.
White. Yeah,
fuck Dana White.
We could do We could do a whole fuck that guy segment.
Fuck that guy, Dana White. Yeah, absolutely, piece of shit. But like, it's the style, the fighting, or the fact that two human beings are competing. Like, yes, there's some Roman gladiator parallels to make, and all that stuff's correct. But I want to pull the conversation aside out from what the act was, because you're right. If Obama was like, let's do it, and everyone like. We're all Oprah's high-fiving in the front row with Stedman.
Everybody would be there.
We wouldn't have a problem, because not just that it's simply Trump, it is what it represents. We actually going to be talking about this on Culture, Faith, and Politics tomorrow, about the performative masculinity of the MAGA movement and those on the conservative side, often, including a lot of Christian circles and evangelical circles, and how that masks failure, and how it's all really about a quest for power, and it is completely performative. As opposed to, real men being real men who know that empathy is the driving force and what makes you a good man, and taking care of others, not because you're strong and can kill everyone, but because you put others first and all that kind of stuff, or think about people outside yourself. So it's going to be a longer form discussion tomorrow. So I'm kind of warming up my thoughts on it. Where Josh,
you workshopping with me? Come
Josh,
on.
what's it? Josh Hockett? Is that the guy's name who made the Obama joke, the Michelle Obama joke? Not even a joke. I mean, he thought it was a joke. But disgusting stuff. But none of that's surprising, and none of that is surprising. That it's not surprising that those types are attracted to Trump and the movement, and the idea that Trump's been saying what they've wanted to say for a long time, and now we can say it. You know what I mean? That's what this weekend was about for me.
It is an audience of convenience, Ken. Trump is not some UFC diehard that is like into fighting or anything like that. He just knows where he's welcome, and he knows where he can get attention, and he knows that these people, so he knows he could show up to these UFC fights like he's been doing for years, get a big round of applause, because he doesn't anywhere else unless it's a rally that he's putting on. You know what I mean? So that's why he loves the UFC, because it's a bunch of, it's his stooges. Like and I don't mean that as UFC fans, but like the organization itself, Dana White, Joe Rogan, like but yeah, the Venn diagram happens a lot. I know plenty of liberals who are UFC fans, and we all say the same thing, right? I'm the first one to admit, I'm fine paying money to watch people fight each other. That's not my issue. The issue is the organization of UFC itself and how shitty it is. My opinion is you have to be an absolute fucking sucker to fight for the UFC when you go look at how much they're paying their fighters, how the pay structure is worked out versus the endorsement deals and all that kind of stuff. You are so much better off just being a right-wing worker on YouTube and then trying to fight a Jake Paul or someone adjacent to that. One of those fights is way more worth it than getting your head bashed in for 25 years in the UFC.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So I totally understand that angle of it. I'm not judging people who just enjoy watching the UFC, but I didn't watch this. I didn't participate in it at all.
No.
I didn't even pirate it. Like I was not tuning into this. I'm going to watch something else. I watch soccer
because of what it's associated with. And I think that's what a lot of folks are missing. And let's go right to the Nate Bargatze of it all. Very popular stand-up comic with some couple good runs as a host on SNL. And look, I've been in comedy for many years. I was not familiar with this dude until he broke, and that's the way the world kind of works right now, where people come out of nowhere. You're in your own algorithm. So I've not. And by the way, I don't like the kind of, well, he was never funny anyways. That's bullshit. He clearly was funny enough to connect on a large scale and get to a level of popularity. Like that doesn't mean you're always the best of the best or don't have some luck or whatever, some management behind you. But I don't like the retroactive. He was never funny. Bullshit, insert name was. Tony Hinchcliffe, not funny. That's a different conversation. God, I can't even watch 2 seconds of that special. The embarrassment, that comes out of it. But anyways, Bargatze has not, to my knowledge, yet released an official statement. Context, he was at the event. He was photographed with Rogan and Sarah Huckabee Sanders and Trump and all this kind of stuff. And a lot of people are not surprised or too surprised because he's very, very controlling of his image. He's trying to build that theme park in Tennessee. He cozied up to some Tennessee politicians.
Marsha Blackburn.
Marsha
Blackburn. Let's be clear. Yeah. Marsha Blackburn is a MAGA of true and true.
MAGA all the way through. Yeah. But I could see the game needing to be played a little bit. I'm not excusing it, but I'm just saying that one didn't as much, you know what I mean? But this now he's in. And now he's in, and he's always been one of those apolitical guys. And this is why, if your favorite space talking YouTube guy or your favorite pop culture YouTube guy does the I'm not political thing, you know which way they're leaning. You know which way they're leaning. Doesn't mean they're full in, doesn't mean they have the red hat, but you know which way they're leaning. And if you're okay with that, continue. If you're not, call them on it or stop watching. And Bargatze's one of those guys. I'm just doing comedy that everyone can enjoy. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Not every joke I want to hear or do has any great meaning or political ramifications. But I actually kind of love that he was exposed this weekend. I love that he was exposed this weekend.
He's a businessman. That's what it came out as. It's not to say he's a fraud or anything like that. He's obviously good at what he does, but he's a businessman. Like this is Michael Jordan, never actually saying, but supposedly saying Republicans buy shoes too, right? Right. This is that whole story. And so yeah, sure. Like look, man, get your bag. That's fine. I'm all like, in this country, this is the hand we've been dealt. We live in a dystopian capitalistic society in the sense. Go get your bag. But you have to live with the consequences. You know what I mean? Like that's if you want to do that, that's fine. But you have to live with the consequences of me thinking you're a shithead and not wanting to associate with you. So if you're good with that, cool. That's free country, man. Let's do it.
Let's do it. No, let's do it. Yeah, and I'm fascinated to see where he goes. And also, his movie failed. His Alda Diaz texted me today and was like, he's trying to do this like modern day Tim Allen, though Tim Allen's still going, trying to be even worse Tim Allen. But he's trying to do this everyman comedy, which again, Tim Allen was funny in the 80s. You can't tell me Tim Allen wasn't. I used to watch Tim Allen. He was funny.
I love Home Improvement.
Yeah, there's a reason he got to where he was. But I think Bargatze has, with the failure of the movie, maybe he's like, I got an audience waiting for me. We'll see what he does.
Yeah, maybe he's thinking to himself, time to cash in. I don't know. I feel like that 30%, if you know what I mean, of the country is like, I feel like that cow is getting tapped dry pretty soon. That didn't make any sense, but you know what I mean? I feel like you're only going to be able to squeeze so much out of that one here, but at the end of the Trump regime, assuming it actually ends.
So there we go. We'll talk more of that tomorrow on Culture, Faith, and Politics. I love Vermont Mike's comment. Mixed martial arts hasn't been as entertaining as it was at UFC 1 and 2. That is true, because that you'd have like a 145-pound guy with like a milk carton full of like lead paint chips fighting some 700-pound, 7'2" giant in a toga, and you had 15 minutes of sheer brutality. And I used to hate watching it, but also be like, oh, I kind of want to see what happens with the guy with the milk carton. And it's it's brutal, barbaric.
Yes,
but it's entertaining.
I have that's one of my like little guilty pleasures is I'm not a combat sports fan, and that I don't seek it out like regularly like I do other sports. But holy shit, if there weren't like during the COVID years when we were all kind of hanging out online, like terminally, like hanging out in Discord channels, like in voice chats forever, man, we would go down YouTube rabbit holes of watching like Russian fights where like they're like I can't even explain it, Ken, but there's two people in a car and they're both buckled into the front seat and the passenger seat, and then the bell goes, they unbuckle and they have to beat the shit out of each other in the car. They can't get out of the car. It's great, like shit like that. It's crazy.
Thank you, Jedi.
Interesting to watch.
Thank you, Jedi. I think watch it on Twitch. Every once in a while my algorithm gets the this guy got a comeuppance kind of videos. It's always some idiot, mostly a white person, dropping the N-word, and they get clocked. And I'll be at 2 a.m. going, punch him, punch him, punch him, punch him. So we all have, there's a beast in every person, and it stirs when you put a YouTube clip in their hands. That's what I'll say. There you go. So Matty Mortar says Anderson Silva was pure entertainment. Yeah. Look, I used to watch it. Used to watch that stuff too. All right, quickly, we got advice. If you need advice, call into the show now. How do you call them? Become a YouTube channel member. We had a new YouTube channel member join today. I want to highlight. Oh, it went off my screen. PC Williamson joined, became a channel member. You get to call in. Patreon.com/Napzok. Get to call in. You get my show, Pop Rock and Radio, of course, and you get access to the voicemail box. Might be my new favorite thing. Steve created the gem for us, and I really want you all to use that to the best of its ability. Talk a little bit about the Knickerbockers, and we'll come back. We'll close with a little. We got some comments about FIFA World Cup stuff. All right, Steve, you had been warning society that it will collapse if the Knickerbockers win. We're still here, but where are we going?
I tried to tell you guys. I tried to tell you. The people didn't listen. This is, again, like, we're still here, thankfully. New York still exists. I saw they were trying to get some goodwill because they took a few pictures of people picking up a couple of water bottles off the street the next morning and be like, look, they cleaned up. They didn't put the bus back together. They didn't unlight that person on fire, and they didn't repair.
Was there a person? Was a person?
A person was supposedly lit on fire. Okay. I don't get paid enough to actually do reporting around here, but the talk online is that a person was lit on fire.
Someone find me that story. Lit on fire.
Lit on fire. Look, man. Like
by accident?
The worst.
Was he in the bus?
That's no. This wasn't bus or taxi related, but the worst one was the taxi. The dude was just like standing there outside of his taxi as these Knickerbocker fans are like just ripping apart the doors and the hood, and the guy's just like, man, I have to pay for that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's my. And it was just like,
I would love if
I
you
was
do
just
it.
Like, I felt so bad for this dude.
I would love if you do a smash cut, and on top of a burning bus was Taylor Swift with the decapitated head of some Spurs
just
fan,
holding like a torch. Yeah,
it's like that. That'd be amazing.
She's just like torching cars down the thing.
I look, the sports celebration win induced riots that always happen, I condemn wholeheartedly.
Of course,
it's a problem.
That's not me picking on New York. It happens everywhere. Don't get me wrong. This is unique to New York. I don't think everyone's putting Elmo on a pike and walking down the street with a traitor sign for the people who are listening.
Why? Okay, but what's the context of this for audio listeners? There's like a pike with a cardboard sign with the word traitor scrawled upon it and the head of Elmo on it.
Yes. So supposedly before the finals, Elmo and the nice Elmo monsterish that he is simply tweeted out, Ken, I hope both teams have fun, basketball emoji, and the city of New York turned on him.
Okay. Is it a Daily Show bit, said Addie?
No, this is what happened. Like the tweet was because Elmo has a presence on X.
Yeah, he does.
And he's out there tweeting for the kids. And yeah, he simply tweeted, I hope both teams have fun, which again, I disagree with Elmo. I think that's a lame ass take. But I don't think he deserves to be beheaded over it. Like I'm a Philly fan, and I just look, Ken, I don't want to hear jack shit about throwing batteries at Santa ever again, ever.
I mean, but your city has a reputation of throwing batteries at black players. That's your team's reputation.
Okay. I can't comment on that specifically.
That was your problem.
But Santa is the one that gets the
every year. Yeah.
So
every year. Yeah. Look. We're still here. I think outside of these riots and the beheading of Elmo, you got a lot of joy in a city that's, as someone said online, is living in like a montage at the end of a movie kind of clip here with Mamdani and the celebrations and all the stuff going on. So we'll let it ride. I think San Antonio's back before they are. I think this will be another 50-year blip. That's what I think.
I don't know. The NBA has been weird. We've had, I think this is the 8th year in a row we've had a not repeat champion, which is the opposite of what we had before that. We had a lot of repeats in the last 15 years before that. So I don't know. What the hell do I know, man?
Brady's digging into your Eagle Fed celebrations. He's got receipts. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, and those people, the owner of those stores were Cowboys fans, so that was all completely
justified. Jared the Tide Pilot does say a teen was shot at 43rd and Broadway. 17-year-old boy shot once in the foot during the celebrations. 4 people stabbed and 5 school buses set on fire. Yeah.
See, what are we setting school buses on fire, folks? What are we doing? Why are we setting school buses? If Philly fans climbed poles and ate horse shit. They weren't. The public school system's struggling as much as it is in Philly. Like they're setting the buses on fire.
They're respected. What do they do in Vancouver? Vancouver, they went crazy too, right? There's a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, they were flipping cars over and stuff like that. But I just, they live in Canada. Like that's, that's
David confirms that the Elmo thing was a Daily Show bit. They did it
maybe in reaction to a tweet. They did it before with some other thing. Look, man, I saw the tweet on Blue Sky of Elmo's head, so I brought it outward. I don't get paid for this reporting.
I know you said that. I'm just putting it out there. Okay. All right. I pray for you, Steve. I pray for you. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers for you, and thoughts and prayers for Mitch McConnell.
All of the worst people I know are Knicks fans. All of them.
All of them, worst people you know. But yes. I know some good people are Knicks fans. So
okay,
what does that mean?
They're less good because they're Knicks fans.
Oh, okay. But what if they're from New York? What if they like, yeah?
Yeah.
I love that your Philly's coming out. I love that your Philly's coming out. You know, pretty soon I'm going to call up Makuga. We'll have his Pittsburgh. Good. We'll have his Pittsburgh come out. Pizza's not good.
It's too big. Get the fuck out of here. It's too big. Too big of it. It's too much.
New York pizza? Yeah, New York pizza's.
No, the pizza's fine. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what they do well. They do pizza well. I like the pizza. Okay. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I love New York pizza.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't.
But yeah.
But you say the city's too big.
City's too big.
Yeah, that's why when I go, I divide it up into little squares.
And it stresses me out trying to get places. It's just too much.
You come with me.
I do like going to the Garden though. Like that's what's nice about. They do have it figured out with public transit in the Garden because you can take the train if you go because I've been to a few Knicks games and it is fun to go to. You take the train to Madison Square Garden right underneath the stadium, walk up, go to the game. You kind of do the touristy things around Madison Square Garden, and then boom, you take the train and you're out. So if you do that, but like trying to do all the non-touristy parts of New York are too much of a pain in the ass for me. So I'll stick with.
Come with stuff. I don't. Come with me one time. Come with me one time. I know. I know how to do.
It's a lot of walking.
It's great.
I don't like trying to like. Plus, I have this huge anxiety about like crossing the road and with like crazy traffic. You know what I mean? And like all the locals like nowhere doing that. I hate that. Like, man, when I went to Italy and people just like. It's like they play Frogger like literally all the time with like 8 lanes of traffic. I just can't. I just that.
No, any other city in the fucking world. I am at an intersection waiting for the light, and I'll get mad if you violate that rule. New York, I'm like diving in and out and yelling at trash trucks, and something takes over me. Just something takes over me.
It's the smell.
It's well, Mom Donnie's fixing that with the trash. Let's take some advice. We got some. What else we got? Okay, I'm just making sure I'm hitting everything. I have a problem of. By the way, one big thing before we get to, we'll take a advice call here. From Dr. Addy. The Emperor brought us peace, Steve. We've got a peace deal. And we shall have peace with the war I started. So, more on that. We're not a news agency here.
June 19th, baby. We'll write it down. 2 weeks from now. The 2 weeks actually has a date, Ken. Like, you know how we always get 2 weeks for everything? We finally have light at the end of the 2-week tunnel.
There we go.
It is June 19th. If we don't have world peace by June 19th, then Trump lied about everything.
Lie about everything. And then people will be like, see, he brought gas prices down that he himself found a way to spike. Because it's hard for one president to spike gas prices. It's really hard. But he found a way to do it.
He found a way to do it.
Yeah, there you go. June 19th is Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. It's not 2 weeks, Steve. Time flies.
I know that, but that's what they when this Steele started talking about it about 10 days ago. Yeah, they said 2 weeks. That 2 weeks is about to be Friday. So
okay.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking.
You got it. Okay, let's take an advice call here. We got Addy, we got Jared, and then Brady's calling in. I can't wait for this. Dr. Addy, what advice do you need?
Hello, boys. Can you hear me?
You sound great.
Excellent. So I need some advice because I'm hopefully going to have lots of stories to tell us on either late Thursday or silly Saturday or next month, sometime in the future. I'm hopefully going to have stories. But ahead of the stories, I need your best speed dating advice.
So
you've been speed dating, Ken?
I have not. I have not either.
But, sorry, Addy, you came to the wrong place.
No. Well, we could source this from the crowd. We can source this from the crowd.
Yeah. I can make up. Don't get me wrong. I can make up advice on the spot. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. It's not just us.
I'm a bullshitter, if anything.
That's why you're here. But I think we could do this in terms of like meeting people, being at a party, and just like how do you?
Yeah.
I think Addy's asking about. What does this boil down to, Addy? Is this like how do I myself make a good impression? And how do I suss them out in a short amount of time? Is this what it boils down to?
I think so. Yes. I've honestly been thinking about this all day, and I'm not entirely sure. Like, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. I am not obviously I am not skilled in the art of picking people up. I am not skilled in the art of
What?
woo.
Yeah. What? What has been, and you can talk about it vaguely, but what has been like the best example or your best attempt to try to woo, or hey, I saw you at the end of the bar? What has worked for you, even if it's a kind of? What has worked for you in the past? What are you comfortable with?
I believe the answer to your question is nothing.
Nothing. So okay. I'm sure I feel that. This is something I'm not good at. I fall ass backward into wonderful situations all the time throughout my life. But I wouldn't tell you how to do it. I just think energy up, momentum forward, and let that. What would you say, Steve? Let them ask the important questions.
When we say speed dating, how long is speed dating? Like how fast is a speed dating round?
That's a good question.
This is an excellent question. I don't know.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, Addie. We're gonna prepare you
5 minutes.
No, okay. 5 minutes. Jesus Christ, that's an eternity.
Yeah,
oh my God, 5 minutes.
That's a
what do you
have set?
Good God, 5 minutes. I could tell my life story in 5 minutes.
Okay.
No, here's what we're gonna do, Addie. We're gonna make you like a starting pitcher. Okay, we're gonna give you 3 tools to pitch with, right? So Ken, we're gonna give her like a 30-second, a 1 minute, and the dreaded like 5-minute strategy. I think that's how we go with this. Okay. Addie, in the first 30 seconds, is completely 100% committed to, is this person going to murder me in my sleep? Okay. Is this person going to murder me in my sleep? Is this person going to steal everything I own? Are they going to burn my house down? Like, we're establishing those parameters in that first 30 seconds. Okay. And the next 30 seconds over the first minute, it's, okay, is this person attractive? Do they smell good? Do they like keep up with hygiene? Like, am I physically attracted to this person in any way, shape, or form? If they've passed those 2 checks after 60 seconds, now you're in the territory of any time I spend at this point is I'm here, I'm invested. It's all gravy from here. You know what I mean? So it's like keep the standards high, but that's my advice for your first 30 seconds for speed dating.
Yeah, standard speed dates are 3 to 5 minutes. Ultra short 2, longer 6 to 10. I think Addie's going to be in the 3 to 5 range. So how does Steve's advice hit with you, Addie? There, where do we go from here?
Sorry, I watched a lot of murder documentaries this weekend. So just listening to Steve tell me to make sure they're not going to kill me seemed like good advice. It's like a moment I've been training for with all of my serial killer documentaries.
Yeah. I think. I'm
a little worried about that though, Addie and Ken, because like here's the thing, they know about that. Like they know how popular the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary was. They know everyone was thirsting over Zac Efron. They know how like popular crime podcasts and stuff are now. So I'm a little worried it's like Hackers, Ken, where it's like the serial killers are like ahead of the documentary kind of plots that Addie is reading about. So just stay vigilant, Addie. Head on a swivel.
Yeah. Look, to the question of will they kill me? I mean, they're men, so the percentages are naturally going to be high, right? Unfortunately, so that's part of it too. I like what Vermont Mike said. Ask a deal breaker question right off the bat, then you don't have to waste time to flunk one of those questions. So that can be good.
Murder is a good place to start.
Murder's a good place to start.
Murders in my past experience, all I have to do is tell them what I do for a living, and that usually ends the conversations.
Okay, that might be it. Like you sit down, the timer stops or starts, and then hey, how are you? Hi, my name's Addie. I'm a professor. How are you? And if they're like react to that, that might be a good starting spot. I can see that working. Also, what's the goal here, Addie? How do we get? What's that?
Steve didn't like that.
I'm
just reactionary. So
what is the goal, Addie? What brought you to this point to agree to try this speed dating? Because I admire you. It's pretty. This is an extreme action in a good way.
So I'd seen a lot of ads on Instagram.
Okay. Curated for you.
Curated for me. For the company that runs them, they have all sorts of events all over New England, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate the apps. I have tried the
Agreed.
apps several times. I
Okay.
am not built for them. I'm not built for the job like it feels that it is, that you have to go in there and like you're constantly swiping and you're constantly texting and you have to be really good at text small talk, which I'm not. Like, I'm the kind of person who I'm like, okay, we connected. Can we meet in person and actually see if there's a vibe? Or do I just have to like be messaging you all the time? And my life is not conducive to that.
I don't think any of that's. I mean, none of that is wrong. I think I'm with you on everything here. Okay. Okay.
So I decided when I started seeing these ads, I was like, I like the idea of the vibe check. Like, I like the idea of walking in, having a 3-minute conversation with somebody and just being like, gut says no, gut says yes. Like,
yeah, no, and to me, it sounds like you're like, I'm going to make the apps in real life, which is what it was in the first place.
And I don't have the possibility of being catfished.
Oh, unless they have one of those really good, like, Mission Impossible masks.
Okay, so this all makes sense. This is all, you have people in your corner, you know, physics buddy Joe saying I married a smart woman. You got Mandalorian Jedi, Scarlet Wolf saying, you know, the wrong men don't want smart women. I think that's true.
My wife is so much smarter than me. It's like,
it's just kind of the way of it.
Yeah.
So what is the goal then? I'll go back to that question. We know what got you here. You're doing this speed dating. Is you're like, it's time. Addie needs to blank. What's that blank? What's the goal here? What are we trying to get out of her?
No, honestly, like, Ken, I'm 37 years old. I am content at this point. Like,
right.
The time to feel the need to have changed to like, because I need to change things, I feel like has passed. Like, I have built my life as a single independent woman, and I've said for many years that like the thing that will lure me out of this has to be better than what I currently have.
I think that's great.
That's fair.
So, like, I have the ability to do whatever I want when I want. It's kind of great, but I've never tried this way of doing things before.
Okay.
And I figured it was worth trying at least once.
Oh, this is great. I like all your answers.
My approach with mushrooms too, Ken.
I like all your answers. I like
nothing else has worked, so let's try this.
That was me with vegan food too, Steve.
Also my approach with mushrooms.
So, okay, yeah, I like the answers. I like the I know who I am. I know what I'm looking
That's good.
for.
That's a good thing.
Is this just a hey? I want to have a fun Friday night down the line. Have someone on the Rolodex. Or maybe someone will knock my socks off, and it is something better. Are you hoping? Is it somewhere? Is it that small? Is it that big? Or somewhere in between? That might, because this might determine what questions you ask.
Right, that's a good point. Yeah.
In the going on 2 years that we have had weekly calls with each other.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's been longer than that I've talked to you, but in the 2 years that you've talked to me.
Right.
Do I strike you as the kind of person who has a Friday night Rolodex? Because if I do, that's amazing.
No, but maybe you want one.
No, but let's build it. Let's build it. I think build Addie's little black book. Yeah. This is the story.
Yeah. Go out and break some hearts. Do a shot back. You know, come back to my place.
In my deepest core, boys, I am still a good little Catholic girl. So.
A lot of people into that. Just saying.
No.
A lot of people into
be
that.
Careful. Don't say that first. Don't say that first to these guys.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, depending on the vibe, that might be a really quick lane.
The ox is right. You know, never too late to start. Alan Smithy says technically nobody has a Rolodex. I know some boomers that still do. Vermont Mike says a college professor struggles to find a special someone. Green light this Hallmark Christmas movie, and I agree.
Right.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to find the right advice. They sit down and you might be like, what are you doing Friday night? You're in. Ding. or it might be like where you see yourself in 5 years.
And I think Ken's asking an important question here, because this is important to think about before you go into this. Because if you don't establish, and it doesn't mean you have to tell us, but I think that's the point of the advice he's given you, is that it's important to know what it is you are looking to get out of this and kind of what your goals are. Not so just that that thing happens, but so that you don't come out of it disappointed no matter what. You know what I mean? Because if you're nervous, the fact that you're going to do this is a huge, awesome win regardless, right?
Huge. I would never do this. Would never. But
like this. I've done this to myself, right? Like in the past, where it's like I've tried to give myself credit for going to do the thing, and then when it's over, I don't feel as good about it because it didn't go as good as I would have wanted. But it's because I was trying to just go to the thing instead of have a goal at the thing, or or have something come out of it, or learn something from it. You know what I mean? So I think that's important, Eddie.
Yeah. Physics buddy Joe, I stick to the solid icebreaker question off the bat. Is lasagna a cake? All right.
Oh.
We'll have to move on here, but I cannot wait for the updates. And now you got some tough questions to ask yourself, Addy. You know, like, and no wrong answers. No wrong answers. If you're like, I need a Friday night, you're it, buddy. I think that's great. If you're like, I'm happy with who I am, but I just want to make sure there's nothing else out there. I think that's great too. I think you're in a good headspace heading into this. I think. No?
I'm
I think
sorry.
lasagna's cake. I think lasagna's cake. I'm like going through my Rolodex of things here. I don't see why it's not.
A lot of Rolodexes tonight.
As Mando pointed out, there's no sugar eggs.
And what? In lasagna?
Yeah.
And when you make you could use eggs to make the noodles. Absolutely, you could.
Where's the sugar?
Well, that's a preference. I put sugar in my pasta sauce. Get out of here! I put sugar in my Sunday pasta sauce all the time.
All right.
Sorry, Ken. I'm just still distracted by the idea of everyone thinking I'm just looking for a fun Friday night. I love that I give off that vibe. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
No, you
embrace it.
I think you need it. I think I'm suggesting toss a few back and take it out for a spin. That's what I'm doing. That's what I think. Right, Steve?
Hell yeah!
I think it's a good thing.
Speed dating.
I think everyone you deserve it. Addy, I think you deserve it.
I want to know how. I can't wait for Addy to report back, because I really want to hear just kind of like what the vibe is from the dudes in speed dating. Like, I can't wait to hear like what for Addy to report on some of the questions that she got asked, or just like tell us what the characters you saw.
It's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be really weird when Addy is dating and taking notes in front of them. And they're like, "Why are you writing that down?"
I was just about to say, the hardest thing about this is going to be remembering all of the stories, because I'm just gonna want to like have my notes out app out taking notes while they're talking. And be like, well, I have to go on a podcast later and tell people about it.
Here's your first question. Do you consent to recording this conversation? Put your phone down, hit record, be like, okay, now we're good.
I bet the speed dating organization has rules against it. Do you know how many young suitors? He's a suitor. Do you know how many young suitors are going to be there for you to speed date with?
I know nothing.
Is it like 12?
I know where I'm supposed to go and what time I'm supposed to be there.
I imagine the ratio will be better for her than it would be for you or me, Ken.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I tried to do this a couple months ago and it got canceled.
It got canceled.
It's cold.
Yeah. No, I think, I think you're brave. I think you're brave, Addy. No joke there. I think you're brave. I would not do this. I would absolutely not do this. Every dating situation I've been in that has turned into long-term situations has begun with, number one, most likely I worked with them, or they worked at where I worked, or I met them at work, or met them through something related to my work. And always I had no clue it was about to begin. So I don't know how to do this. You're going headlong into it. This is great. Full report coming.
The last guy I met at work and got interested in sexually harassed me, but that's neither here nor there.
That men are horrible. This is proven fact. Cal, it's not insecurities. I just didn't know.
I'm not discouraged, Cal. I paid money for this. I'm going.
Oh, it's gonna be good. All right, Addy, thank you. Report back. This is gonna be the best segment of all time.
Happy to. Now I just have to decide what my long-term goals are and what I'm going to wear.
Look, medium-term goals are fine.
I got no comment. I can't. I would not.
We can't. Yeah, I'm not touching that
comment about it.
Cargo shirts and a polo shirt. It is.
There you go.
You know what?
Or Red Sox jersey.
Yeah. That wouldn't stop anybody, right? You don't like oh yeah, I like cargo shorts too. All right, Addie, thank you.
You're welcome, boys. I look forward to telling you all of the stories I can remember.
There you go.
Good luck.
Do it. Let's go, Addie. Clap. All right, Jared, the TIE pilot. Jared, how many speed dating events have you been to?
0.
But you're probably good at this.
When I want to turn it on, I can. It's just a question of motivation.
Why are you sounding like Barry White tonight?
I got a sore so the band did 2 shows this weekend.
I saw that clip, yeah.
And I am just beat to fuck because I still think I'm in my 20s, even though I'm in my 40s.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Okay, what's on your mind tonight, buddy?
2 observational things that I've more complainty, I guess. One, they're both money things.
Money things. I don't got it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, same. One, as a someone who does cashiering as part of their job, why is it that motherfuckers can't keep bills in their pocket nice? Like, what is up with the crumpled bills, the rubber band, fucking money roll? Like, people, like, seriously, just like, don't make me, because I am one of those cashiers. If you hand me a bunch of crumpled up bills, I'm going to take the time to flatten them out, give them a little 1-2 on the corner, and make everything nice before I give you your fucking change in your bag of goodness.
I'm with you.
Like, what is this? What is this?
Yeah, I have all those are drug dealers, Jared. I don't have my money's not like in a crazy super ordered fashion in my wallet. But when I take it out, I make sure all the bills are facing the same way, that it's like largest to smallest from bottom up. And I try to, hand it to you. I'm very good now because you mentioned it if I'm at 7-Eleven, I got 2 Gatorades, a pack of donuts, and a slice of pizza. I make sure I push it within their arm range now because of you, Jared.
Good man.
Yeah.
Steve,
I
I
just don't use cash like you. Cash is gross. I don't want your cash. Cash is gross. It's 2026. Why are we still using cash?
I'm with you on that one, Steve.
But see, I love cash. I got to tell you something. I
hate cash.
When I go to Vegas, I pull like my Vegas money when I'm going to spend.
Vegas is different.
But I love cash. And at the end of the night, I go back to my room, and I bring all the cash out, and I'm always a little tipsy, and I just put it on the bed like I'm in some Al Pacino drug movie. I just look at it and I feel it. And I only got like 400s and 20s. You know what I mean? But I love and I know cash is dirty. I am the opposite of OCD. I don't care because you don't get sick. You don't get sick from it. Sorry, you don't.
It's just gross.
So that's what I like. I like cash. But I'm with you because I understand the need for physical media. None of you fuckers going to help me move it. When I move, I don't think we need physical media. It's just that the owners, the powers that be, have fucked up the concept. That's my issue with it.
Yeah, just give me an NFC like chip thing with my birth certificate and social security card when I'm born, and let me use that, and that it's not like a class warfare thing of cash and not everyone has a device to do. I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm happy for my tax dollars to go to that.
Yeah, you want the mark of the beast. Yeah, you want the mark of the beast. I'm good with that.
For convenience, yeah, sign me up, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it. I use the internet. They already know everything. They know more about me than I fucking know about myself. I don't care anymore.
There you go. All right, Jared. What else can we help you with?
So, and on top of that, I am also with Steve. I barely have cash, but recently
I don't have it currently.
True. I don't.
I currently have $50 in my wallet, which was a gift this weekend that made me cry, and I'm not going to spend it. I hold on to it because I just like the feeling of it being there.
Was it a grant? Is it an actual grant?
Like, you could say that.
$50. Was it a
no?
Was it a Ulysses S grant? No,
it's like a 20 and 2 10s.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't
Yeah.
like having
Oh,
one
that's
big
wild.
bill. I don't like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one big beautiful bill, and I don't like
You shouldn't
big
be like
bills.
the one big bill.
So my other thing that I've noticed, and when it happened this weekend, and I thought about it, I'm like, this happens a lot to me whenever I try to pay with cash at a restaurant.
Mhm.
So you go to the restaurant. I had a large bill for like a $30 tab, gave him that. Like with the 20% tip, it would have been like $8, $6. And he gave me nothing but 20s and 10s back. I'm like, but bro, I'm not giving you a $20 tip. Like, give me change to
Mhm.
tip you. Like, what is is this a game that waiters are trying to play? Like, they think if
Try
I
to get
don't,
one. He'll just give up and leave me a 10 spot, maybe.
yeah, it's one of the like, no,
I
bro,
would.
That's
give me
play
the
on in my book.
I would
like,
do that. I would do that.
give me
I
the
never-
5 and some singles, man.
Yeah, I never worked as a waiter, obviously, but I would play that game. I played some mind games with you to get the cash. I think I would. Kingsport Cal says Ken would be impressed with the money hidden in my mattress. You're like my grandfather, my late grandfather, when he passed away.
It's not good, Ken.
When he passed
Cal,
away.
That's not good.
When he passed away, the amount of money between the mattress pad and the mattress bottom was impressive. Like, way to go, Gramps. Now we have to fight over this, but what are we going to do? Oh,
Cal,
generous.
that's not good because I know you smoke in bed, Cal. That's why I know it's
That's
bad.
a good point.
I know you smoke in bed. Do not, God damn it, Cal.
Alan Smithies gives some generous super chat money for booze. I'm going to translate into cash. I'm not. I know I'm going to start. I'm going to start another war here. I'm going to start another war with you all.
What'd you do?
Who put it up there? Cal said, I like physical media. I have physical media. It's just that everyone on this kick of going backwards to physical media all have like the floor to ceiling shelves with a bunch of
records in their
Blu-rays
house,
and DVDs, and then the type of person that says, "Oh, you've never seen the director's cut?" Like, those are the kind of people who are like, physical media. I get the company. The companies are fucking with it. They're pulling Willow, and I am not happy with what they're doing with digital media. I really agree with that. You don't have an enemy in me. All the people are like, you don't have this Apocalypse Now redo. Like, those are the people that I don't have time for. Because now I have 3 cases of CDs in my garage. Are you going to help me move them? Or should I just continue to stream the music? You tell me.
I mean, or you could just be like me and just, I don't have people help me move. I just suffer.
I don't think you do, Jared. Yeah, I could have guessed that.
Yeah.
I don't think you have a lot of people coming over and move your weed.
No,
I don't think you do.
You
and your
mean what?
guitars and your helmets. Oh, no,
yeah, the guitars. Actually, you know what is the shitty part is the books.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of books and like
books are heavy.
Giant fucking graphic novels that I have. Like, if you know, I have a bunch of the DC Absolute editions, which you could physically kill somebody with one swipe.
I know all that. I know all that.
Yeah, but no, man.
No, I know all about that.
I'm not as bad as Ken's complaining, but I'm all about physical media because if buying digital is not
Jared, hold on. Let's be honest. No one's as bad as I'm complaining. I just like complaining about it.
Well, that's what we love about you. We tune in to hear the complaints, but physical media is where it's at. Because if buying digital isn't owning, then what am I doing here? Just no. I don't even. Yeah. I use Steam, and I don't even like using Steam because like all they need to do is be like, no, you don't own it. You have bought a license to use it. That's some bullshit. And I used to be very anti-piracy. Like, as a guy who's done short films and other
right.
Like, but again, if buying isn't owning, well, piracy isn't stealing.
No fight for me. And like I said, I don't think anyone in the chat is arguing with me, but I absolutely think the way physical or digital media has gone in terms of streaming movies and pulling back things for taxes purposes or changing sometimes the weird aspect ratios or editing some of them for content. Like, I wish that was not the case. And there's also some music. You all can't hear the Surfing Brides album, one of the great rock albums of the 90s, because it's nowhere to be found on streaming. It's a problem. But I don't know, Jared. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going anymore.
That's okay. Steve's got question.
I just don't know what to do with all those CDs I have now.
What's the smallest book you think you could kill somebody with?
I have a tiny little Star Wars lightsaber book. I could wedge that
but
in
you,
your
you
throat.
could actually.
I could
oh,
wedge that in your throat.
Right here, Steve.
Jammed,
Right here.
I could jam.
Actually, okay.
Dude, that's a big one.
Something-
But
that's a
I
big-
could.
I was
have
thinking that's not very big, Jared.
But it's
That's big.
solid.
That's a big. That's a big
You
book.
can bring it up on camera for a second.
Okay.
2
Like I'm
seconds.
thinking I could.
I just want to see. Chat,
Okay.
could you kill somebody with this book?
Tolkien.
No,
Return
I'm not
of the
saying you
King.
can't. I'm saying that's a big book. Like I'm
He
thinking you
said-
could kill someone with a smaller book.
Close.
Like I'm thinking I
Yeah.
could get the hungry little
Yeah.
caterpillar upstairs in my daughter's room
Okay.
and kill somebody with it.
There you go. A
don't
little
know.
smaller.
That one's going to disintegrate on contact.
Okay.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I have one of the little Star Wars books that's no bigger than 2 inches, and
Yeah.
I could jam that down your throat. You choke on that. You
That's what
die
she
on that.
said.
I bet I could kill you with your own book, Ken.
It is
I have it right here.
paperback. I got to be honest, it's paperback, and I don't think it's bound that good.
Nah, man. If I
and-
roll this bad boy up and right down the old
right down your throat.
Pelican.
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, you choke
Okay.
you choke on this for sure.
Also,
There's an
before,
ego. There's an ego thing there too. I don't know.
all right. Before I say goodnight to you
Yeah.
boys,
Say
I
goodnight,
will-
Gracie.
yep. Lasagna is cake. I put eggs
What's
in
wrong
my
with you?
ricotta cheese to help,
What's wrong with you?
do
Jesus
it. So
Christ.
there's
What?
eggs and sugar. I mean, tomatoes naturally have sugar in them
Yeah,
anyway.
okay. It's not cake. You know why? Because it's not served at the end of parties. Yeah.
It
Lasagna
should be.
was served at the end of parties with a candle.
I mean,
in it called cake.
I'm with you, Ken, from like a practical standpoint. Yeah, you're right. But like when I was like racking through my brain of like, well, it doesn't have this. Like
Mhm.
cake and lasagna have surprisingly like a lot of the same ingredients, man. Like at the end of the day, the difference is pasta sauce and frosting. Like that's it. Cheese,
at
I
the end
guess.
of
But
the
you
day,
can put cream cheese on a cake. Like
at
that's
the end of the day,
know?
the difference is intention. The intention behind the
You know,
each
that's
item.
that's a fair point.
we're all
But
just
then,
atoms
but
floating.
then
through
another question becomes: is cheesecake cake or is cheesecake pie?
Here's the thing: by the time you ask that question at a party, Jared, I'm finished with my cheesecake.
I
I'm
mean,
not
yeah,
around.
obviously.
I'm not around your conversation. By this
I'm also
point.
hearing that conversation as I'm walking through the kitchen. I'm like, okay, nope, I'm not stopping here. I'm not. I don't want. And I'm moving into another room.
All right, Jared, get the hell
All
out.
right. All right. you
Rest
guys
your
stay
voice.
safe. I'll try.
All right, there you go. Addie is writing all this down for her dates. All right, let's get this guy on the show. We call him Brady, Kyrie, 8984M. He left a 32-minute voicemail on Saturday Night Show. 32-minute voicemail. Really just tearing down Steve and his hatred of the New York Knickerbockers. But the Knicks
Be careful with
won.
that one.
It's a great
Yeah.
story. I kind of, this Jalen Brunson guy, kind of liked watching him play.
Yeah, he's hard not to
I-
like.
I-
They're Philly
I got-
guys, by the way. They're
Yeah,
a bunch of
okay.
Philly guys. Jalen Brunson, Cat.
Brady,
Eagles fan.
are you there? And what are you calling in for? What's on your mind tonight? He just killed a
Why
man
is
with a
the Laker-
book.
Why is the Laker fan laughing?
I think he's just a fan of the sport.
Did Luca gain 10 more pounds?
Brady,
Hello.
take
Hello.
me through it.
So I think Steve threw me under the bus. It was a 60-second, voicemail.
I think it was a little longer than that.
It was
Brady.
long-
It was,
I'm gonna
it was
be
longer than
honest.
60
I'm gonna be-
seconds.
I'm
I
gonna
can
be
pull
honest
the
with
records, Brady. It was longer than
Okay,
60
it was-
seconds.
I think
it
it is
was
a little longer.
79 seconds. How about
Okay.
that?
Okay.
I remember the exact length. 'Cause
I
looked up-
I respect
looked
the
up
effort. I respect the effort.
WFAN standard calls, which are about
I
90 seconds.
look, Brady. I respect the effort. Just the voicemail, 28 seconds or less, man.
All right.
Or you get
I'll
spit
keep the 90 seconds for the actual live call.
When you call in, yeah, okay. But all right. So, how do you feel about the Knickerbockers winning?
We just call them the Knicks. I'm really
Nope,
scared of the
nope,
Knickerbockers now.
nope.
Damn it.
The New York Metropolitans, the New York Knickerbockers. I think these
'Cause
teams
I
should be forced
almost
to be.
slipped earlier, and I've been thinking about it the whole time.
Yep. I think these teams should be forced to be called their actual names. The Montreal Habitants des Canadiens. That's.
Oh,
what they-
I am with you on that one. That one
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Sorry.
Brady?
Go ahead, Brady.
You have the floor.
Honestly, I feel nothing.
Anyway.
They're on my team, but my friends,
Yeah.
I used to give them shit. I used to make fun of them for 30 plus. Oh, okay.
We all
For as
did.
long as
That's,
I
what-
was-
that's why I'm mad.
But
Okay. Let's.
if you can dish it, you've got to take it.
Okay.
these,
but-
these Knicks fans have been taking all our jokes. They got made fun in they got made fun of in a Pixar movie, and after all this time, 50 years, they deserve to punch back.
Okay. But do you think along the way that these Knickerbocker fans haven't been punching as well?
No, because their team has they got nothing.
It's like Red Sox fans. No one's happy for you. You've been acting like assholes, like you deserved everything for 75 years.
Oh no,
you win one game because some mega Nazi with a bloody sock gets you there. Like you won series. Like come on, no one's happy for you. No one's happy for you.
I think we're misconstruing Knicks fans. Knicks fans aren't Red Sox fans. Being a Knicks fan.
Correct.
Is a humiliation ritual. Like this is straight from
like the Jets.
Okay, that's what I said. They are the Jets of the NBA.
Right.
That isn't true. That is not. That is. I have to object. That is just so not true.
They've always been a little better than the Jets. That's part of the frustration.
The Jets have been wearing bags on their heads for 40 years. The Knicks have been photoshopping LeBron onto a jersey for 20 years and telling me every single year, this is the year. That's why they're the Cowboys, because they have unearned arrogance for 20 years of we were good back then. That makes us relevant. So blah, 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 blah. And we had some big stars play for us. That makes us relevant. But we've never actually won anything until now. So they can have it now.
I do that. I ride on the coattails of being on, Screen Junkies in 1 year. I ride. I hold that. I keep pushing that forward.
Get your bag, Ken. Get your bag.
All right, Brady. Where were you? Did you watch this? What was your reaction? How happy were you? Did you think fuck Steve and the Philadelphia Eagles? Like, what did you do?
Honestly, yeah, I was hanging out with a bunch of new friends, and we just put the game on the phone. We all kind of gathered. It was like at a big, one of those big dinner tables, right? We gathered on the phone and we're just like on this tiny little screen, just watching them. Like, oh, wait,
okay,
they were down 16 and they're up with 40 seconds in the game,
and they're the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. Like,
yeah,
good team, good heart.
Good team.
Could you explain to me where were you? Did you just suddenly had a bunch of new friends?
Yeah, I went to a FIFA watch party.
That's cool.
A bunch of football fans, a bunch of Brazil fans. Yeah. So, and then I met some people.
Okay, that's fine. That's
Cape Verde today, huh, Ken? You see Cape Verde today?
Yeah, dude, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, they tied Spain. They drew Spain.
Yeah?
That's actually crazy. Like that's actually a big deal.
What was the stoppage time?
It was 0. It was 0-0. But the fact that Cape Verde can like. The amount of money that was sitting courtside at the New York Knicks is like 12 times the GDP of Cape Verde. Okay, and they beat the greatest footballing nation in the world.
Good for them. Okay.
Or they tied them.
Okay, so see, they tied them.
Yeah, but they got a point. They got a point. That's what's important. They got their first World Cup point. It's a huge deal for them. They're going to put a banner on the Capitol building that says, we got a point in the World Cup. There are going to be so many babies made in Cape Verde. Yeah, do you ever know how many babies are going to get made tonight in Cape Verde because this country got its first World Cup point?
I'm happy for this. I don't even know where this country is.
I don't either. I just learned today.
Okay, I like to think I'm better than the average American with a map. But I can't tell you where Casa Verde is. What is it called?
Cape Verde.
Okay.
Cape Verde.
Where's the banner? Okay. Brady, thanks for this call. I thank you for the call the other day too. What does this do for your Lakers next season?
Oh, we're winning. We're winning next season.
Is Bronny upset? Is Bronny really like, we're gonna get him?
Oh yeah. The Bronny and the LeBron. LeBron's gonna want to win for his son.
Is LeBron coming back? Is he doing one more year? What's his story?
I think he's coming back.
He's 100% coming. LeBron is not retiring without a big grand retirement tour.
How old is he now? 41, 42?
He's 41. He's going to be 42.
Okay. He can still go, I'm sure. And he's won a few titles now, right? So
yeah.
He could walk away if he wanted to, but he doesn't. He's still got the fire. He's still got the fire. Okay.
Dude, he's 42 years old and he's better than like 90% of the league, 80% of the league. It's crazy.
He could play. He should play till he's 50. Okay.
I will say, I do think Steve's take on the Knicks and being delusional. I partially took offense because that is our thing. Laker fans, we are always delusional,
but
when it's unearned.
You actually have Laker fans have more time. You have banners. You have scoreboards.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everyone's telling us it's off the west coast of West Africa.
All right. There we go.
Okay.
Congratulations, Cape Verde. Dude, I'm telling you, so many babies, Ken. So the Cape Verde is going to see a population boom 9 months from today.
I said on Saturday I was going to pull back on my dislike of the sport of soccer. That I get why the World Cup is doing what it's doing. It's community. I've been following all these like Germans showing up in Kansas to watch soccer and are just like,
oh my god, it's amazing. The
America's
Scots
the
in
best.
Boston.
That was the worst German accent I've ever done. What is the Arby's? I've been absolutely loving it. I think it actually brings up with a tear to my eye that we have a lot of people being like, well, no, man, we love the people from Iran. I think it's great. I think this is one of the strengths of sports, and I've decided to rest my hatred for the sport of soccer and football. Brady, I appreciate you calling in, buddy. Okay.
Yep. And Nixon's 5, nah, it's Lakers 5, 2027.
All right.
Bye.
You have fun with that. Okay. We're almost out of here. I got some super chats to get to and some questions. James Holmes, who's probably long in bed, says, thank you for the super chat, James. There's some World Cup matches in LA right now. Any World Cup fever over there, apart from FIFA being the ultimate evil sports cooperation. Anyway, they're still evil, man. Thank you. Thank you, James.
That's pretty good.
I fucking nailed it.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
As I just said, I don't have any World Cup fever, but everyone else around me does. And I've decided this year, like I said, I really mean it. Because you think I rail about soccer on air, off air. It's one of the things I could like continue. I just don't like the sport, but I'm so in the minority that it's pointless. I don't. But Steve, you do, and our audience seems to have a lot of World Cup fever right now.
I have World Cup fever. I'm in the same way where it's like it's just like the America 250. The excitement out of it is a little bit neutered because of the situation and everything. But I love soccer. I love watching world soccer. It's so much fun because it's kind of a little bit of a shit show in a sense, because yes, it is like, these are all really good, but like Cape Verde shouldn't be standing holding a candle to Spain, Ken, but the fact that they played them to a draw is like such amazing, dramatic sport to watch. Like if you love watching sports, competition, it's fun to watch in that regard. And the World Cup is fun because you get to see so many different styles of play clash against each other. You know what I mean? So there is an element of that makes it interesting, especially if you like soccer. But yeah, it's a good feel good time. We need something to feel good about, man.
When you say different styles of play, are you really just talking about what snacks they have at halftime?
Well, it's clementine slices, orange slices. You know, some people go like fruit roll-ups, Capri Suns. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a high C guy person. Orange high C.
Orange high C is a halftime staple when I played soccer. Andrew Cook checking in from down under, Jason. With FIFA being present in the U.S. right now for the World Cup, does it help U.S. citizens know their current administration isn't the most corrupt organization in the country for the next month? Yes, I think we're feeling a sigh of relief that we are second worst currently right now.
I'm just a little worried we're like exporting that now. You know what I mean? Like even more so than I guess than we were. Yeah. It's like,
Kicksport Cal gives 5 channel memberships. I appreciate that. Malcolm, the obscure essayist. Hey, Ken, hope you're all right. I was wondering if you guys dream much at your age, if you remember your dreams.
What the fuck is that?
And if you take any meaning from them. Also, go Knicks. Ha ha ha. Fuck you, Steve. Sorry.
Honestly, that's not the first. That's probably at least the third person that said that exact same thing. Ha ha ha. Go Knicks. Fuck you, Steve. I think he's like the third or fourth person to say that exact same thing.
Even at work this morning, probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I work with 2 Knicks fans. Yeah. No, it's not fun.
Do I don't always remember my dreams. I do dream, I know we all do, but I don't have as many memories of them. I've had some weird dreams in my life that I'll stop short of calling visions, but I've had some dreams that I remember often for being like, whoa, that either happened. Like I have a friend who recently got engaged, and I had a dream back when we were real close about 10 years ago and friends. I had a dream that I was at her wedding. And in the dream was what essentially is the fiance she now has that she had not met yet. So I remember it was vivid. It was vivid. But normally, don't have much. Don't have much, Steve. Do you?
I smoked the devil's lettuce, so I don't remember my dreams.
Is that the byproduct of that?
That's one of the side effects, yeah. So I couldn't tell you the last time I remember. I honestly, God, I couldn't tell you the last time I remembered a dream.
How? Why?
Years.
How?
It's just a side effect of smoking weed.
I've
you
never
start
heard
remembering
that.
your dreams. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if I'd.
It doesn't happen to everybody, but I'm one of those ones that it affects. Yeah. So couldn't tell you, folks. Don't dream. It's all up here during the day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't dream. Though occasionally I've had the inappropriate ones where you show up to work the next day and you're like,
you look at Sally differently.
yeah, and you're like, I don't know what that was about. Like, you know, I've had those over the course of my life. Those are there. But yeah, some crazy dreams too. So we'll see. I'd like some more visions. Give me some visions of my success. Maybe if I go out to the desert and drop a mushroom or two. Vanilla Dreamer Steve says, Ingavia.
I'm apparently I dream. I just don't remember. Like when you wake up,
I know
like,
we all.
It's
the you know, there's probably aliens somewhere. Ken, conversation. We all
right.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't remember. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it. I, as you can tell, am a glazed ham in the studio. It's really hot in Los Angeles today, and I forgot to turn on my other fan down below. A lot of fun. Thank you all for hanging out, having some fun with us. Thank you for the super chats, the gifts, and supporting. And I will say, yeah, I released my Monday morning show last night and today, and yeah, I admitted that it's not been a good run for me last week, and some emotional kind of quagmires, and you guys all responded and are nice. And I just want to say, I am okay. I am okay. And I'm not driving the car off the pier. Number one, the car doesn't have brakes, so I'm not driving it much anyways right now. Anyways, but yeah.
It would be convenient if you're going off the pier, though.
Yeah, right. But then they'd be like, he was complaining about bad brakes. He just couldn't stop.
It's like, I didn't even get the pity and death. Damn it.
But I appreciate you all because we truly do have a community around this silly little show with me, the dumbest guy at the end of the bar, Steve, the rest of you, and our smart guests like Addie. I can't wait for Addie's update. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. That's it for everybody. We'll see ya. Bye.
Ingea.